to the Horror Show. I'm Susie Von Slaughter.
I'm Ruxpin.
And we are here to do a review, Patron request from Teddy Brown, which is Pontypool.
Yay! Pontypool, my overall thoughts was yay. I was actually really excited. I watched a lot of horrible movies leading up to this one. So it was very refreshing when I finally got to this one.
See, my problem is, I think we have a list of movies that we watch, and I think I set the bar a little bit high because I watched Train to Busan.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be having to tune in to that review later on, but I watched that first. So my bar was set really, really, really fucking high when watching this. So I was not as interested in watching it.
Yeah, if you do it the wrong order, it could.
Well, because Train to Busan, not to really get into it, it's a zombie movie, and this is zombie movies. I fucking hate zombie movies. Yeah. So I just was doing it how, And then,
well, we've been tasked with a lot of zombie movies, and I was on a train of zombie movies, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna rip these off like Band-Aids.
Yeah.
Do not feel these. And I actually put off Pontypool for like a couple weeks, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. I gotta get this done. And I put it on, and it sucked me right in. And so I was thankful for that, and
have that break, and then
to actually have something that I really enjoyed. And I should have realized it was going to be really good because Cecil actually owned it on a DVD, and so I'm like, I didn't have to rent this. So this
is true. The man paid money for it.
Yeah, so that should get elevated a little bit more. So. Let's get to the story. Pontypool is about the main character is a radio host.
DJ. Yeah.
He's new to this really small town, and he was he was super famous where he was before, and then he had got things happen, so he moved over to this place. And it was his first day on the job. Coming in, his day starts early, as most do during the day. Sorry about that. Anyways.
Touch my boo.
Accident.
Accident.
So on his way in, there was a lady that ran up to his car and distracted him, and he was acting a little strange, and he's like, what is happening? This is weird. But continued on his day and got there, and you find out he is quite the character. There's two other people that work at this place. It was kind of a church of some sort. I know he called it the Dungeon, but I think it was a converted church.
Yeah,
turned into a radio station.
Yeah, it's a smaller town.
Yeah, because it's a small town. So you have the producer, owner of the radio show. She was there, and also an intern type girl who was fresh from the military coming into the town, and she did all the the fixings and everything for them. So it was really a 3-person show that lasted all day. They were not, prepared for what was about to happen, and I really liked it because you get to learn the characters as you were going and kind of understanding the situation, and they literally were flying blind with little information coming in from people outside, and they don't realize what is exactly happening until they go outside. They finally go outside.
Yeah. No. So I was intrigued by the way of how this infection spread, but again, like I said, I had really high standards going into it, and it was a zombie movie, and it's not. I've never liked zombie movies. I'm not a fan of zombie movies, so going into it, I was just kind of like meh. But so I thought that the way that it was spread, the infection spread, was different, but at the same time, it's kind of like it made me think of what's that movie? The Mist? No, The Fog? No, the one, the plants? Where it's like in the
Mist, the Fog, the plants.
The one with the plants. Where it goes through the air.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No. So, Jumanji.
Yes, Jumanji.
Well,
yes, Jumanji. That one.
Well, what I thought, yes, it is another zombie movie, but what I thought was interesting about it was that you really didn't have a lot of zombies in it because they were so secluded, and they were hearing everything from outside as like a third party, which I thought was cool. But the whole, it was triggered by words or sounds.
Like the mumble. They'd hear if an uninfected person heard from an infected person, they're like blah, 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 and then they thought about it,
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's not even... See, this is what makes sense to me. It's
Yeah,
just like, you hear
that part
it.
was a little bit, yeah.
They hear it, and it's not just hearing it. It's them thinking about then...
that word.
What they heard.
And getting stuck on it.
Yeah, so then that's how they became infected.
And then they would try to kill people and then themselves.
Yeah.
It was very weird.
So
that part was really weird, but I think everything else...
But see, that's what I'm saying. I felt like it could have developed better and instead of how it did, and I was really let down with that.
I think they did it that way because here you are, they're radio people.
It's a radio,
and they are broadcasting everything, so everybody, they're spreading the infection by continuing the story.
Yeah, right. When he's like, "Do not translate this transmission."
Yeah. Oops.
Whatever. Oops. Yeah.
Do not translate this and broadcast it. Oh, well.
Yeah. Like,
let's start with that, maybe. So let's move.
See, it's shit like that. I can just...
Okay,
let's move on.
Let's move on to the acting. I thought everybody did a fantastic job.
I thought the main character, the radio DJ, he was perfect for the part because he had a really nice voice.
Well, yeah, he had a really but it's had a nice voice and deserved to be on radio, right?
Yeah. No, I thought he played the part well of a radio DJ. And then, there's the other one. See, that, and there was nothing else that really stood out to me.
Well, you had, like, the producer and the intern who got soup when she got infected. # spoilers, sorry. Not to the point, but, people do get infected, and she did a really good job portraying that because it went from, like,
the
0
initial,
to 180,
the initial,
and then she got super, like, crazy, and I thought she did a fantastic job with that because... she was really meek and mild and just really, soft-spoken. And then all of a sudden she's like, try to eat your face.
Again, to explain, I watched Train to Busan before watching this, okay?
I thought they did a good job, though.
And maybe if I hadn't have watched it, I would have been a lot more on board with it. Yeah. But, because I didn't even want to watch Train to Busan. I was like, this is going to be fucking garbage.
I was like, the only reason why I was on that train was... The only reason why I was on the train was because I had a lot of good reviews and from our team, so I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So
the Doctor was pretty interesting as well, and his storyline arced in a way I wasn't expecting it to arc. So I thought that was kind of he was almost like a comic relief in a way, but not. I don't know. It was very strange. It was fun. It was different. It was a different.
It's different. Whenever someone says it's different, that's like the nice way of saying it's garbage.
No. I actually sat and watched it and not like kind of watched it and forced myself to consume the material. All the effects were practical.
Yes.
Music was good because it was a DJ radio talk show, so they did mix good music in with it, but it wasn't a focal point.
No.
Because it was mostly talk radio news. I don't know how much more we can go into it. I feel like it's one of those movies you just watch and you sit back, you enjoy it or you don't enjoy it. But I like the fact that even though it was a zombie movie, you had to experience it without really involving the zombies until like the end.
Yeah, see, I went into it knowing, so I already had
I had an idea it was going to be a zombie movie.
So, but that's what I'm saying. You know how I feel about zombie movies. So that's what I'm saying.
And that's why to watch all of these zombie movies.
I know. That's why when they're picking out Susie, this is all zombie shit. So I'm like, oh my god.
You guys started watching all the zombie movies, so we're just going to give them all to you.
Okay,
and you can compare. Well, this was in the top of the 20. I would say the top 5 of the 20 zombie movies we've watched.
Shaun of the Dead was better than this.
No.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
Tomato.
Well, you guys tell us. Like, go watch the movie. Come back here. Put your comments down. Tell us how you feel. Are you team Susie? Or are you team Marcia? Or are you team yourself and didn't even watch it? So,
thanks again to Mr. Teddy Brown.
Yes, thank you. We wouldn't have watched this. I'm grateful because I wouldn't have watched this movie without your recommendation. So, thank you for that. It was super refreshing to watch a good zombie movie after watching not great ones. in a row.
Which you're about to review.
Okay, stay tuned.
We have to do the sign off.
Yes, we're doing the sign off right now. We're doing it. We're doing it.
We're doing it. So thanks guys so much for watching. I've been Susie Von Slaughter.
I'm Marcia Parker.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you'd like to become a Patreon, please follow the link in the description box below.
And make sure to ring that bell so every time we put something new, you get to watch it too.
Woo! Thanks guys for watching, and remember, stay scared. I love our reviews.